Yo, everyone, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing another prediction video. We're going to be going through this weekend's matches, the online qualifiers, see what's going on here. Starting off with Vancouver versus FaZe. I don't know why I blacked out there. If this was last year, I think it would have been a different conversation with how good Vancouver looked last year. This year, it's just not the same. What we're going to do as well is go through the teams, in case anybody doesn't know any of the teams and stuff, to kind of go through the roster. So FaZe, we should know the roster. It's the same roster that they've had since the start. They're going to go through. Let's check out the Vancouver roster, because this one has had some changes since the start of the year. And they're on their kind of upwards trajectory, I guess. They're doing okay, but it's not perfect, right? I can see them maybe having a decent S&D map, something like that, but I think it'll be the same thing like it was against Thieves, where I think Thieves just kind of steamrolled Surge. They were the better team at this stage of the game. I think same with FaZe. So I'm going to give this to FaZe. I'm going to say, let's just say 3-0. No, we'll say 3-1. We'll say 3-1. It could be a 3-0, but we'd make it 3-1. Then we're going to go through to Falcons versus C9. I actually think this is an interesting one, especially with the new roster on the side of C9. If we go up here, you're going to see they have a brand new roster. Bro, this is okay. I'm gonna talk about something here. Okay, $1 million league. This is supposed to be a $25 million buy-in. You haven't even updated the fucking rosters on your own website. You haven't even updated the roster on your website. What? What? You haven't even updated the fucking roster. That is a joke. That is a joke. Honestly. The new roster is basically a challenger team, okay? It's basically a challenger team. They have Okis, they have Hyde, they have Encourage. I forgot the fourth on top of my head, but I like the team. I think it's going to be a little bit of a team fan favorite kind of thing. They got a lot of backing from the Zoo Mafia and the community. It's just like, it's more of a storytell kind of team. I just don't think they're going to be able to take down the Falcons, who I think look pretty good online. I think this is going to be a convincing one from Falcons. And I think C9 is going to have a little bit of pressure going into it. I just don't think they're going to get a map in this series. I don't think they're terrible. Like, I actually want them to do well. I actually prefer Falcons there. So I think Falcons are going to take this one 3-0. We move over to Koi versus Thieves. It's going to be a phenomenal matchup. I think Koi are going to have a bounce back series with Kips coming in. Kips versus Niem, very interesting. Both of them were playing from Huntsman literally a week ago. Very, very interesting. Thieves are currently 2-0 on the stage. I think Thieves are going to take this one. I think it's going to be a 3-0, man. I really, really do think it's going to be a 3-0. Your boy Mr. 3M is not happy with this one. He likes Toronto. It's not going to be Toronto here, man. I think they're going to lose that one again. I think it's going to be really, really upsetting for Toronto fans, going 3 series in a row, losing 3-0. It's going to be 3 in the bounce. I think they lose that one. But then I do think it gets interesting against G2. Now, G2 is a very interesting one, man. They really are. G2 is a very interesting one, because I actually want to check out their roster, their matches recently, because they played very, very well this split. They smoked Cloud9 3-0. They actually lost to Optic in one of the closest series, 3-2 round 11. I actually think they're going to do a really good job. I think Toronto take this one. I think it's going to be a bounce back. I think they're going to get their first win after a while. So I do think Toronto are going to win this one. I think it's going to come down to a 3-2. I just think the new team bounce is going to help them out a little bit. I think they're going to be too strong. Or I'm going to go 3-1, because I think if it goes to map 5, I think G2 actually might win it. I think it goes to a map 4, and I think Toronto take it. Then we have Thieves versus Boston. Again, I think Thieves are going to get some momentum here. They're going to be 3-0. They're going to start feeling themselves, get into that new spirit. I think they're going to come strong for Major 2. I think they're going to win this one 3-1 against the Boston Breach. Then we're going to go across right now to the Gentlemates versus the Ravens. Same thing. I think it's going to be a slammage from the Gentlemates. The Major 1 champions are going to carry on the momentum. I just don't see Ravens winning a map against them, man. I think they're in full flow right now. Gentlemates playing phenomenal COD. I think they're going to win that one. Then we go across to, I believe, the last match of the weekend. No, we have we have a couple more matches. I'm tweaking. Then we have another match. It's going to be Optic versus Miami. What are we thinking there? Optic's first match of the weekend is going to take place Saturday night, Sunday morning. Going to go through against the Miami Heretics. I think Optic will take it. I think it's going to be close. Last time they played it was 3-2, I believe, round 11. I think Optic have looked a little bit stronger since then. They've cleaned some things up, but I think Miami are a very, very good search team. I think it could be a 3-0, but I can see Miami getting a map here, man. I'm going to take a 3-1. I'm going to take a 3-1 Optic. I don't think there's, like, so far, there's not really a series I look at that's going to be ultra competitive, you know? I think this one could be a 3-2, but for the most part, I really think there's going to be 3-0s and 3-1s across the board there. So that's kind of what we got there. Yeah, those are my predictions there. Let's kind of move on to the lower tier on the Sunday now, see what's kind of going on here, okay? So then we have Sunday, we have this match, Riyadh Falcons versus the Ravens. I think I back the Falcons a little bit more. But the thing is with Ravens, it's a very interesting one. The thing about Ravens is online, they're pretty godlike. They really are. I'm gonna go against the grain here. I'm gonna give a Ravens win. I like Falcons though, so I'm trying to not be biased because I would have given Falcons, but I can see them winning like 3-2. I just think online they look really good. So I'm going to give it to them there. Then we have Vancouver versus Boston. Pretty mid-series. I think it could be like one of those weird ones. Potentially goes to like a map 5. Boston don't look great to me, man. They really don't look great to me. They just, yeah, they've not looked great to me all year so far, man. Let me see what Boston's looking like. They're 1-1. Who do they beat? They beat the Falcons. Oh, yeah, that was a weird one. No one really predicted that one. Boston versus Vancouver. They lost to them last time. Okay, so they lost to Vancouver last time. I'm really torn here, man. I'm really torn. Let's see Vancouver split so far. They lost 1-3. They lost 3. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Chat, what are we thinking for this one? Vancouver, Boston. This one's a weird one for me. What are we thinking for this one, chat? I think I'm going to go Boston 3-2. I think. I don't know, to be honest with you. It is all over the place. I think we have Optic versus C9. I think, again, just like we kind of spoke about earlier, I think the experience from Optic are going to come in. It's a brand new team. I think they just absolutely steamroll them, to be honest with you. I think 3-0. Then they just steamroll them. And that's going to be it, man. Those are my predictions for the week. Good weekend matches coming up. It's going to be week 2 of the qualifiers. Very interesting matchups coming through. Let's kind of check out the bracket so far. The standings, if we go through right here, CDL standings, look specifically for Major 2. You can see right now the top teams currently 2-0 is going to be Thieves coming in. They're currently 6-1 map count. You've got Optic, also 2-0, 6-2 map count. Genomates, 2-0, 6-2. Then you have G2, Miami, FaZe and Ravens, as well as Boston, all 1-1. Then you have Riyadh Falcons 0-2. You have C9 0-1, Toronto 0-2, and Surge 0-1. I want to see who Falcons lost to. Was it FaZe the first match? Was it FaZe? Who did they lose to? Gentlemates. Yeah, if you're Falcons, you can't really afford to lose to Boston. That was a tough one. The C9 match is going to be big because everyone should be looking to win that match. If you lose that match, it's probably going to be a little bit disappointing, especially for a lower end team and your other teammates are going to get that. Yeah, you got to be very careful where. If you are Falcons, you have to win the C9 match. You have to go strong against Carolina and C9 because you got a tough FaZe team. Then you have a real tough end to your split as well. You got Toronto, Miami, Thieves, and Texas. All 4 of those matches are very difficult. So yeah, really tough matchup for them. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's going to be our Major 2 week 2 predictions, and I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.